Calling Apostle Paul as someone you can rely on is not necessarily wrong per se. I don't say that he's not a good person, but I will say that he definitely had a stake in having the Bible be true, right? Because for every Christian, if the Bible is true, it validates their reason for being. Earlier you mentioned something about a culture of death and how atheism is a culture of death. However, if it was true that our lives ended here, wouldn't it be better in our lives to be better in this short time that we have on earth? Your impetus assumes that
all of your talking presupposes that good and better are real. What is good? Who defines good? Who defines better? If you're an atheist, what you have to acknowledge is it is relative, culturally relative, which is why Shirley Jackson in 1948 wrote the short story called The Lottery. It's about a small town.
I'm aware of The Lottery.
The Lottery, okay. And you know that Mrs. Hutchinson is stoned by her children.
Right.
Because she lost the lottery. So if you've read that short story, then you know what Shirley Jackson is trying to get at, which is your stinking cultural relativism is so bankrupt, it's scary.
I don't think that was the point of that story.
Of course, it's the point of the story is evil is real.
I believe that the story went along the lines of they continue this tradition for no reason other than because the tradition was there. Because they were told
and cultural relativism is the answer, right? The reason that's done is that's what the culture tells you to do. In order for the crops to grow, you have to stone somebody every spring. And so Mrs. Hutchinson gets stoned because that's the belief of that culture. Our crops grow because someone is stoned every spring. That's what you've got to get to eventually if you're an atheist. Because there is no mind prior to the human mind who defines right and wrong, which means it's all relative. That's a culture of death, sir, flat out.